This is a 2007 Honda Fit Sport. This is a 2010 Honda Fit Sport. Guess which one is ours?
Let's go to the dog park in my Honda Fit, and it's filled with so much water that I'm drowning in it.
You allowed us to buy this car. Thank you. If it weren't for you guys, I don't know what we'd do. We have a car that in many ways is superior to our old Toyota Echo. And in some ways it's not. It's slower. Yes, a Toyota Echo is faster than a Honda Fit. Why? Toyota Echo is plain old lighter, and it's double overhead cam instead of single. The Honda Fit is supposed to make 117 horsepower, and it totally doesn't. It's supposed to make 106 pound-feet of torque, and it doesn't. This is the official car of that one kid who never lived down the experience of calling his teacher mom in the 5th grade. Here's how it went down. We needed a car, and you guys saved us. We set a goal of $5,000 and you gave us quite a bit more than that. We felt weird about spending more on a car, so we only spent what we asked for. This car cost us exactly $5,000, and I'll bet I could have got it for $4 because when I got it home, it leaked. Yeah, I called up the dealership and complained. The guy said, well, you can bring it back. I certainly will take care. I'm not driving all the way back to Jersey. It was the middle of February. It was snowing. Whatever. But it's a car, and it's us, and it goes, and it places, and this thing went all the way to Colorado and back. As a car, this is superior to a Toyota Echo. As something that has to do stuff. The Fit does more stuff. It hauls more stuff. Its seats move all over the place. And it has a banging stereo. And it has an aux jack. I finally have an aux jack. No more FM transmitters. And it's covered in silicone. Why? Oh man, I've been drinking like straight vermouth. I'm out of gin. The first generation Honda Fits have a big problem with leakage. You see, Honda at this time was going through a senioritis of sorts. I mean, they were the kings of hatchbacks with the DX series Civics. No one could touch them, and now they were just coasting on their own reputation and putting out crap. Honda Fits leak around the roof rails, you know, the rain gutters here, and they also leak around the back hatch, but they don't leak around where the rubber seal is. Where the body panels meet up, there's sealant, but the sealant they used was of poor quality, and the quality control overall at the time was not very thorough. In other words, there were cars leaving the factory that should have gone back for reconditioning, and they didn't. So some of them leaked. So you have to seal them up yourself. I started by doing a really good job, and then it still leaked. So I put a little more silicone on, and it still leaked. And then I just went, you want to leak? And it doesn't leak anymore. And all resale value of this car is totally gone. But whatever, it's our car. Could we not drive something as beat up as this? The engine's fine, the outside's a piece of junk, whatever, it's our car. Is it fun to drive? Nope. It has torsion bar suspension in the rear, sleepy steering in the front, and an engine that pretends to be a VTEC but isn't. Whatever, man. It's a car. And this thing went all the way to Colorado and back, no problem. It's got 110,000 miles on it, and we're just gonna rack those miles up. Let's see how far this car can go. Think of it like this. A Honda Fit is like a Yaris, which is like a Fiesta, which is like a Dodge Caliper, and suddenly this is the one big guy walks into a bar joke. The Fit isn't a bad car per se. It's just more of an easy-going, non-committal vehicle. Just like our Echo, no one really plans on owning a Fit for 10 years. Pretty much from the moment you get it, you start saving up to replace it. And you start mentally envisioning all the cars that you're gonna get for a trade-in. Oh man, I want a Fiesta ST so bad. The Fit is that old friend from high school that you can only see once every 5 years. But when you meet him, it's like nothing has changed. He walks up and says, hey, you want to play the game? Ah, you just lost. So you go for a drink just to, just for appearances. I mean, it's not like I'm going to hang out with this guy for the next decade. So you meet up at Troopers and chat about high school and all the girls left unbung and the ways in which you would have bunged them if you could go back with confidence and certainty of mind that you have now. And then you part ways at 11:30, calling it an early night because you've run out of things to talk about. You even tell him, give your wife my best. And then he invites you to come home so you could do it yourself. 7 hours later, your hangover is cut with the realization that you're now stuck with this guy for however long it takes for you to fake your own death. But this Fit accepts you for you. It accepts us for us. Because it's silently hoping that you'll accept her for her. The Fit can be your wife that stares at you lovingly as you sleep, or it can be a Yorkshire Terrier that stares daggers at you while you're trying to wank it. Am I talking about me or the dog? So, this is a second generation Fit. Ours is a first, This is a second. The second generation Fit is better. Buy this, buy this, buy this. Buy the second generation, it's so much better. They don't leak. Honda got their act together for the second generation Fit. The engine's completely the same, but the interior is so much more well thought out. They put cup holders right in front of the vent so you can blow air conditioning on it, or you can blow heat on it depending on what type of drink you have. I mean, that's genius. You get more cubby holes. The whole car feels tighter. They put more buffering in between things. They sealed the car up nicer. I'm co-opting a line from James May right here, but the Fit is what the Civic was. The Civic used to be a small car, but now it's huge, big, and it's a family car now. It's a mid-size car. The Fit has taken its place. There is a bolt-on supercharger kit that you can get from Australia. I think it's 8 PSI. It's gonna run you around $3,000, and I think you have to run 91 after that. So should you buy a Fit though? If you're like, I need a new car, should I get this? Take a good long look at the Yaris 5-door. It's gonna be a tough call. And the third generation Fit's coming up too. And that one's supposed to have direct injection. The one downside with Honda is that they always are trying to go upmarket. They never have Toyota's brass balls to just make a cheap car. And until they do that, they're paving the way for Hyundai to corner the market on cheap cars. But this first gen black Honda Fit Sport, and all the Sport gets you is fog lights and this weird sort of body kit that comes from the factory, this ground effects thing. Makes it look faster, but all it does is make it scrape on speed bumps. It's great. It does nothing. Although the fog lights do work pretty well. This is our car for the foreseeable future. Thank you again for helping regular car reviews. I hope you can see Silicone Sally here in person sometime.
Silicone Sally is great, although it's too late to get resale on her. The Echo is dead, but just forget the Echo. Just forget the Echo. This Honda said.